The non-cooperation that was declared by the Kuki-Zo communities against CRPF has now been withdrawn. The student body of the Kuki-Zo tribal communities issued a statement in which they said that after a meeting with the Director General of CRPF, they've decided to withdraw this non-cooperation. So what was this non-cooperation all about? After the Jiribam incident happened on the 11th of November, the Kuki-Zo cafes, marketplaces all came up with posters and banners which said that CRPF men were not allowed. There was a non-cooperation that was declared by these tribal communities in the hills of Manipur because they accused the CRPF of quote-unquote murdering village volunteers in cold blood. Of course, the Manipur police and the CRPF and the centre's version was different. As per them, these 10 Hamars were actually militants who were trying to attack the Meitei camp where displaced Meitei people were living, and CRPF was only trying to give them protection. At this police thana, there was an attempt to attack the displaced Meitei population. At least 6 people from the Meitei community were abducted, including women and children. Their bodies were later found, leading to a lot of tension in Imphal. So in this incident, CRPF's retaliation had led to the death of 10 Hamar villagers. The Hamar side, the Kuki-Zo Hamar side called them volunteers. CRPF and state government said these were armed militants. They also spoke about recovery of automatic rifles, arms and ammunitions and rocket launchers as well. So this tension had been going on, and DG CRPF was rushed to Manipur immediately after this. He, along with senior officials of CRPF who dealt with operations, camped in Manipur, and subsequently this breakthrough came about. So now the CRPF and additional forces have also been rushed in. Already about 5,000 additional men are there in the Imphal Valley. They are also being deployed in the hills. More than 2,000 from BSF and CRPF and ITBP, SSB could reach over the next 2-3 days. So this intense deployment of forces both in the Imphal Valley and in the hills, it is expected that this will once again restore peace in Manipur. Of course, we have seen the Manipur situation ebbing and flowing. This current, violence that happened in Jiribam, after curfew was imposed, it's limping back to normal, and additional deployment of forces is also expected to help in peace returning. Any attempt to boycott the CRPF or attack the CRPF men, because they are the maximum forces, maximum boots on the ground in Imphal and in the hills at the moment. So if there was any kind of non-cooperation with them, if the Kuki-Zo Hamars did not have confidence in the CRPF, it would have become very difficult to ensure that there was no casualty, to ensure that violence did not escalate. So this definitely is good news. But on the other side, politics continues. Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, has written to Draupadi Murmu questioning the government's handling of the Manipur situation. JP Nadda, the BJP president, has hit back saying what is happening in Manipur is only a fallout of the long legacy of mismanagement by the Congress. Political war of words is continuing between the Meiteis and the Kuki MLAs also, even if they both belong to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Amidst all this, the onus is on the security forces right now to ensure that Manipur does not erupt once again.